So you can go ahead and do sets today, which is a medium set and like a light set. We have the weights in the back of the room as well as some in the closet. And then if you need any other ones, they're out there too. Hey, what's up? Oh no, that's a bummer. No worries. Nope, you're totally fine. Okay, we'll be here. All right. Have the full bag. Oh. Worked on his slacks and his dress shoes and his button up. It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. No pressure to do that though. Oh, nice. You got plenty. Yeah. We'll see you Thursday. All right. See you, Janet. Ooh, I got your mat out. Hello. Boy. Oh. Pee-pee. Oh, it could have been. This yours over there by Crystal Death. One closest to me. You can put it wherever you want. He said that to you? Oh, so he's coming to that too? No. Yeah, I saw him on there. Yeah. Let's bring this. I'm gonna make it. When you have like the chest cough and it's rough, like doing the cardio portions, you're like, I can't breathe. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Yeah, don't have one of those like impromptu coughs happen with this thing. I always try to mute it if it's like a full blown cough, but sometimes during the swing of it, it don't happen. Good to see you, Marilyn. How are you? Good. It's good to see you. Yeah. What time does Riley normally get up? Yeah. It's yeah, unless the relief doesn't come. You're stuck until that person gets there. Or if parents don't come. Really? That's tough. Yeah. You got some. You did it. There weren't too many hard kids. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody loves that. Hey. Find everything you're needing all right? Yeah, so we always say feel free to start with these ones. So if you haven't done a class before or haven't done like the movements, because you can always go up and you can change it during the workout too. So we have the 10s and then the 5s and the 2.5s. You can even just grab a couple of each if you want. It's a great place to start because you can always get more weight later. Versus if you start off really heavy, you might be super sore tomorrow. And so maybe starting with a little bit lighter is always good for at least for the first couple classes, anyways. Yeah. Maybe like a 2 10s and 2 5s, and then that gives you like some options. Yeah. Yeah, I guess they're 11 pounds. You grab the, I assume they're 10. But yeah, you're welcome. Hey, good to see you. Good, and have a transform packet for you after class. All right. How did the day go? Yeah? Probably always busy in security. What's up? Oh no. I'd say difficulty is similar. It's just the format is different, where you're like all doing the same things at the same times. Yeah. So I'll go over kind of it, but today's class is a little bit different because we have bracing kind of education that we start with. It's just like 5 minutes. But then we have 2 movements for each round. We do movement 1, 30 seconds, right into movement 2 for 30 seconds. And then we repeat that. And you do it 4 times, and you have 2 new movements, and then 2 new moves. Hi. Yeah. Just perma-sore. Perma-sore, permanently sore. Yeah. We're getting close. The first class is always nice because we'd have the race educate, so we only really have the three rounds. Oh, will you be back at like doing your job on Thursday? What days do you do manufacturing now? Okay. How big is your security team? How big is the security team? Yeah, I guess yours. Yeah. What about yours? Your information? Yeah. How many? 6 or 7. That's it for all information security. That's tough stuff. Yeah. There's so many like. It's always surprising how many small teams there are, just in like all these different capacities and areas of like, oh, you do all, I just shoot you, and it's like, yeah, oh my gosh, that's like when I got into well-being. That's been like my main goal for the past few years, like, what all can we automate? And I've just been like slowly working year after year to automate more and automate more and automate more. And there was like one project I did that saved us like, it was like 200 hours a year, and another one that was like 150 hours, and it was just like. With like whole new positions now, like finally getting some of these things done. And I was working with Dylan, who's in IS, and he's going to be great help because I had like a 5-year plan to try to get everything automated, and now he's planning on helping me do it. So I'm like, oh, we can cut this time in half. Like I actually have somebody that knows what they're doing when it comes to writing code and doing all like the what's called data stuff, where it takes me weeks to do a thing they can probably do in a day. Hello, welcome. Good to see you. Started. Oh, shoot. Yeah. If you're with us online, I just realized my mic was on the whole time, so you probably heard a lot of side conversations, some coughing, blowing my nose. Sorry about that. We're about to get started, so go ahead, grab the equipment you need, get ready for the class, and we will see you in about 30, 40 seconds. So we can also make a third row too. So we have spots up in the front where the back row can scoot back a bit, middle row can scoot back a little bit, and then, so we wanted to try to use these ones, or you can grab one of the ones from out there, from on the floor. You could use your own, but I recommend grabbing maybe a long one from out there. All right, so welcome to Pump. If you're with us online, like I said, some reason when I hooked up the mic, it was already on, so you just heard a lot of side conversations, maybe a little bit of coughing. You know, it was good stuff for you on the other end with the music. I probably will be coughing a bit. I've been sick for the past few weeks. I'm getting over it. Non-contagious, but I'm coughing. You know what that is now. So welcome to Pump. A little bit about the class today. Whenever you come in on the board, I'll have the equipment that you need in the top right corner, as well as have all the movements that we're doing directly under that, okay? So you can always look at the board to see what you need for the day. If you're online, you can always check the description of the class. I'll have the movements and the equipment that you need as well as if you don't have those, we'll give you some variations, things that you can do instead. For the format of this class, we'll do a warm-up to start. It's about 6 minutes long. I'll go over all the movements before we do the warm-up, so don't worry if you don't know what the movements are that are listed. And then we'll jump into the workout. And so the workout for this class is we have 4 rounds that we do total, okay? Each round is going to consist of 2 movements that we're going to superset 4 times. What I mean by that, let's say round 1, we'll do movement 1 for 30 seconds, move right into movement 2 for 30 seconds. That's 1 set. Right back into movement 1 for 30 seconds, movement 2 for 30 seconds. It's the second set. We'll do 4 sets. That'll be 1 round. We'll move on to the next round. First class of the 6-week session is always a little bit shorter, so we're going to do a little bit about bracing strategies. So hopefully you had a chance to watch the Optimize Your Movement series. If you didn't, we'll do a quick recap. And then at the end of the class, we'll do a cool-down stretch routine, send you on your way. So, bracing strategies. Biggest reason we want to talk about this, we don't want to be injured. You don't want to spend a few weeks starting to get back into the routine, exercising, then get hurt, then have to take 6 weeks to heal, go to PT, and then start all over again. So that's one of the big reasons we talk a lot about bracing, okay? Our bodies were built to survive. They're super good at being lazy, not using energy. So if we're not intentional, usually when we stand, it tends to be something like this. Hyperextend the knees, pop the hips forward, shoulders drop, because it's the most energetically relaxed way to stand. You're using less energy. But the problem with that, all your weight's going into the joints, okay? All your bones just sitting together, your muscles not actively holding you in position. Not great throughout your normal routine, but really not great when you start adding weight, plyometric movements, jumps, high impact, things like that, okay? So we want to really make sure we're braced, holding ourselves well. That being said, we're going to go through the bracing strategy, how to get into that position. So go ahead and take your normal stance, whatever that is, and go ahead and squeeze your glutes. Once you squeeze your glutes, you can release them, squeeze them again, kind of feel a little bit of shift. There's a little bit, your hips turn slightly. When you're fully relaxed, normally your hips are going to be tilted forward a little bit. When you squeeze your glutes, it's lifting up the front of those hips, leveling out that pelvis, okay? So engage the glutes. Next, lift the pelvic floor, bladder up into your stomach, okay? You'll kind of feel a slight pull in right above your belt line. From there, imagine tightening like a corset around your core, holding that all in. Shoulder blades slightly back and down, head up in that neutral position. From here, holding that all up and in, you can release the glutes as long as you're holding all that in. Take a step or two, go and release it all. There's a little bit of that slump, that drop. You can feel the difference between being in that supported muscles actively holding you in position versus, well, now I'm just kind of resting where I am. So that's going to be the big difference. I'm going to call it out all the time in class. You'll probably get annoyed by it, but that's fine. Make sure you're keeping that bracing the whole time, okay? Any questions on that? Great. If you do have any and you haven't watched the video series, go ahead and watch that. All right, jumping into class. Like I said, it'll be a little bit shorter because we talked a little bit about bracing education. That's kind of gets rid of one of our rounds. Good to see you. Feel free to grab a mat and drop in anywhere. Oh, yeah, there's no more mats inside, so you have to grab one from out there. So for the movements that we have today, first movement that we have is going to be pullovers and or flies. So when we're thinking of pullovers, we're trying to focus on engaging the chest. And specifically, we're going to be laying on our back. Okay, so for that movement, we're coming down into this position. Weight's going to be in your hands here. Remember, shoulder blades back and down, still braced. If you want to make it a little bit more difficult, chest activation, you can grab 2 of the flat weights and just squeeze and kind of hold them together, okay? It's going to force you to turn on that chest. And what we're going to do is we're going to extend the hands up overhead, come down close to the ground, pull back up to center, keeping that chest engaged, okay? That's the main focus of that movement. You have the option, if you want to switch it up on each set, you can also do flies. So you can come apart and do chest fly as well. It's up to you. I'm mostly going to be doing those pullovers, okay? So if you want to follow with me, that's going to be the movement that I'll be doing. Second movement we have, we'll do this one together just because it's kind of a weird one if you haven't done it. So go ahead and get a seat on your mat. But we're going to be doing controlled rolls. With controlled rolls, a couple main things. When you roll back, keep your chin tucked. We don't want to hit our head on the floor, okay? So what we're trying to do is roll as smoothly as possible down onto our shoulders and then roll up into a seated position, okay? When we get up into that seated position, we want to make sure that low back is pulled in, okay? If you want to make it a little bit more difficult, when you do the roll up, try not let the feet touch the ground. Pull that low back in, then go right back down into that roll, come back up and into it, okay? Big thing, don't let that pelvic floor drop. Pelvic floor up and in, keep that core strong when we're doing those rolls, okay? Next movement we got is going to be the T-Squeezies. So T-Squeezies, squeezes, either one. When you're bent over in a kind of an RDL, a hip hinge position, you don't have to have weight. If you're not having weight, you can just kind of put your thumbs pointed out, shoulder blades locked back and down, and we're just lifting, squeezing those scapula together from this position, okay? You come back down, right back up. If you want to hold weight, that's fine. Just make sure you're still keeping those thumbs out in that movement, okay? Really focus on that scapular retraction, pulling from the back from the scapula, squeezing them together, actively holding that squeeze at the top before you come back down. If you are at home, that one's fine without weight. Next movement we got, curl, press, extend. So have your dumbbells, whichever weight you're using. We're going to do a curl, into a shoulder press, up into a tricep extension, then you're just reversing it back down, okay? With that, be really intentional with your curl that you're using the bicep. We don't want to start lifting the arm too soon, because basically you're just lifting it up with the shoulder. So keep that bicep down as you bicep curl. Then you can lift, press the weight overhead. Keep those elbows, okay? If you have a mirror, if you're at home, try to find a mirror window. On that tricep extension, we don't want one out here, okay? Try to keep those arms symmetrical. Pay attention to that, get that full stretch, and then extend back over top. Bring it back down, reverse that bicep curl. Next movement. Oh, yeah, fun one. So alternating lunge or lunge jumps, supersetted with burpees. Get a little cardio in there at the end. So you can do regular lunges, so you can do a lunge, and then into a lunge, and then down into a burpee if you want, or you can make them plyometric and add the jump switch, okay? You're doing 2 lunges into 1 burpee, okay? With that burpee, you don't have to make it plyometric, you don't have to jump, okay? You can come down, you can be here, you can step out, step back in. It's totally up to you. If you're at home or you're here, burpee's difficult and you're really sore, you're like, nah. You can mix it with like a squat or an air squat or like a jump squat if you want, okay? There's always the option to change those movements up. Last one we have with that is going to be squat pulses, aka squat pukes. So when we're going down into a squat, you just kind of go down. You can shoot, if you can get to 90 comfortably, that's great. You don't have to get to 90, okay? Just kind of go wherever that range of motion allows you. But when you come up, you're stopping about 5/6 of the way from the top, and you're going right back down, stopping short. So you're just kind of pulsing in almost a full range of motion squat, okay? Be intentional, keep those glutes on, knees in line with the toe. Don't let them cave in, okay? I'll be talking about a lot of these cues as we're going to. And are you still braced? Yeah, I got a few laughs, so yeah, look away. Great. Now we're braced. Any questions before we jump into the warm-up? Yep. I'll call all the movements as we're going through them. Great question. Yes, if you're following me. Yes, you are. If the pullovers and flies, you don't have a way to do those at home, feel free to switch it up, and you can do push-ups instead, okay? Just a different type of chest movement. Any other questions? All right, let's get started. Nice job. Remember, keep brace, stay strong. You can start here. Minimize that impact. Be nice to your ankles. Good job. Air squats. Hips going back and down, knees in line with those toes. Keep those glutes on. There's not a lot of breaks in this class, so feel free to take a break anytime you need. Get a drink of water. Good job. Weight even on the feet. Don't let that weight shift into the toes or into the heels. Good job. Is driving that knee up. Nice job. We're only at about 40%, not overly pushing it yet. Nice work. Alternating lunges. Weights even on that front leg, knees in line with that toe. Keep your glute on, okay? Make sure that weight's staying even between that heel and that toe. Think of balance and control here. Doesn't need to be quick. Try to be strong, be steady. Good job. Arm circles. Full range of motion here. Try to be intentional not to twist the torso. Torso stays squared. Work on that mobility through the shoulders. Reverse, opposite direction. Inchworms into push-ups. Remembering for these, don't round the low back. Bend those knees if you need to get down to the floor. Jumping jacks, round 2. Starting to pick up that tempo a little bit. Maybe closer to 60, maybe 70% effort. Stay braced. Air squats. Sit those hips back and down, knees in line with the toes, weight even on the feet. Good job. Keep those glutes on. Good job. Having a little bit quicker of a tempo, but don't bounce at the bottom. Control it down, stop it, back up. Marches. Remember, stay braced. Put a little power from the core into that knee drive. Nice. Lunges, alternating. Weight even on that front leg. Keep that glute engaged. If you feel good here, you can add a little bit of thoracic rotation at the bottom. But you're twisting towards the knee that's in front. Slow, controlled opening. Arm circles. Full range of motion. reverse. Nice job. Inchworms into those push-ups. Remember, bend those knees, don't round that back. Take a break. 1 minute. And we're starting the workout. Grab a drink. Find the weights you want. We're about to get ready. Feels good to be back. Feels rough to be back, but it feels good. "15 seconds, we're on our back. Starting with those pullovers or those flies. If you want to do flies, make sure you got enough space with people next to you. Or you start with those pullovers. In 3, 2, 1, pullovers. Shoulder blades stay back and down. Weights over in front of your chest. Extend it all the way down to the floor. Get a stretch through the chest. Keep that chest active the whole time. Try to keep those hands together. Back over and back up to center. Keep it there. Right back down. Nice job. Try to get that full stretch. Get it weight as close to the floor as you can get it. Nice job. Controlled rolls. Set those weights off to the side. Now we're rolling. Make that roll as smooth as possible. Come up, pull that low back in. Core stays engaged. As you get tired, if you need, you can always grab onto the legs. Need that little bit of assistance. Pelvic floor up and in, stay braced. Don't lose that bracing. Pullovers, back to that first movement. That's one set done. We're on the second set. Nice job. Keep that chest active. Squeeze those hands together. Controlled rolls. Back into the rolls. Stay braced. Core strong. Don't round out that low back. Pull that low back in at the top. Good job. Keep that balance at the top. Nice. Pullovers. Third set. Let's go. Stay braced, don't lose that bracing. If you want more core work, you can lift your feet up off the ground. Rolls. Make them smooth. Don't round out, make sure to pull that low back in at the top. As you get tired, that's the first thing that's gonna wanna go. Good job. Stay with it, stay with it. Pullovers. Last set of pullovers. Let's go. Keep that chest engaged. Controlled rolls. Last movement of this round. Let's go. Make them good. Everyone, 100%. Keep that quality. Stay with it, stay with it. Take a break. Round one, technically round two, done. We got those T-Squeezies and the curl press extend coming next. First round back, first round done. How we feeling? Feeling okay? Not too bad? All right. A little what? I am. This, when we have the all cardio classes, this is a danger zone. You're like sweating your mustache and you go to shout and yeah. All right, in 5, 3, 2, 1, T-Squeezes. Remember, thumbs are up, squeezing those scapula back down together. Trying to get that torso as close to parallel as you can. Nice job. Stay braced. Make sure that pull is coming from the scapula. Keep those thumbs up, thumbs out. Curl, press, extend. Remember, we're doing that bicep curl into a shoulder press, into tricep extension. Then reversing it. Keep that core strong. Stay braced here. Good job. T-Squeezes. Now you know the movements. Now we can start to work. Find that tempo, find that squeeze. Scapula back and down. Slow, controlled movements. It's not about moving quick. It's about slow, strong, contracted movements. Curl, press, extend. Find that tempo that you can sustain. Keep it. T-Squeezes. Set 3, let's go. Nice job. As you get tired, you'll find yourself coming higher and higher and higher. Try to keep it low. Curl, press, extend. Let's go. Job. Control the movement. Pay attention to that form. Always think, what muscle am I trying to work? Am I feeling that stretch? Am I feeling that contraction? T-Squeezes, last set, let's go. Let's finish strong. Good job. Don't round that low back. Really focus on squeezing those scapula. curl, press, extend. Let's go. Last one. Good job. Whenever you have that mirror, use it. Making sure you have that symmetry. Pay attention. Are you shifting your weight to one side or the other? Keep it even. Take a break. Nice job, y'all. Since it's the first class of the session, this is our last round. One round left. All right, we got our cardio with our leg burner coming up next. Alternating lunges or alternating lunge jumps. It's up to you what tempo you want. Into one burpee, 2 lunges, 1 burpee. Second movement are those squat pukes. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. If you're making them jumps and moving quicker, you still need that quality. Keep that glute on. Weight even on that front foot. Squat pulses. We're hitting that squat, stopping short, right back down. Keep those glutes on. If you're having a hard time keep the glutes on, think of pushing the knees out. Nice job. It's gonna start to burn. Lunges to burpee. Remember, take breaks as you need, take rest as you need. But if you're feeling good, let's go. Don't lose that bracing. Squat pulses. Nice job. Lunges to burpee. Woo, halfway. Keep that bracing. Nice job. If your legs are burning out, slow that tempo down. Think 1 and 2, 3. You can count that tempo. Pulses. Woo. Let's go. Keep that quality. Don't just bend the back as you get tired. Make sure the legs are what's moving. Lunges to burpees. Last set. Slow it down. Take those breaks as you need. Stay braced. Keep those glutes on. pulses. Last move. Let's go. If you find your quads are overly dying, open those legs, focus on glutes. Keep the weight a little bit more in your heels. Nice job. 5 seconds, let's go. Take a break. Woo. Nelly. And no final round today. My peeps at home. Nice job. Nice job today. Nice work, girls. First one back. Nice job. Nice job. Sorry. Nice job today. Nice work. Good job, Matthew. Good job, you guys. Go ahead and start cleaning up. Gonna get ready for that cool down, that stretch routine. All right, as you're cleaning up, working on starting to slow that breathing down. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. On that inhale, try to bring that breath low down into the belly. We tend to be stressed all the time. We breathe through our shoulders, our traps, our chest. Try to slow that breathing. Get full breath. When you're ready, we're gonna start with those deep breaths. Inhale through the nose on the way up. Exhale through the mouth on the way down. Feel free to find a rhythm that matches your breathing. You don't have to force it to match anyone else's. Just find your own. On that next exhale, we're gonna drop and pull that arm across. Keeping those shoulder blades slightly down and back. Focusing on that stretch in the back of the shoulder. Through all these stretches, keep that slight brace posture. About a 2 out of 10 intensity. Keep those breaths. Stretching a little further on each exhale. When you're ready, go and release and switch. If you find yourself shrugging those shoulders, let them relax, let them drop down into that stretch. When you're ready, go and release. You're gonna pull that first arm behind, grab that elbow, stretch that tricep. You can take that backhand in between your shoulder blades. And one thing is pull those shoulder blades back and down, sit up tall. Don't want to be bent over. When you're ready, go and release and switch. We're going to bring those hands behind the back in Interlock those fingers, shoulder blades back and down, chest up and open. We're gonna roll the head and neck. If you find a spot that's really tight, feel free to stay there. And release, inhale, up and in. On the exhale, we're gonna go down into a full floor squat, trying to keep those heels down if possible. If you can't quite get those heels down, that's okay. You can keep your weight forward a little bit on your hands and work yourself deeper into that stretch over time. Feel free if you wanna change up your stance, wider or narrower. Wider. Once you're in that position, shoulder blades back and down, sit up tall. If you want more inner thigh stretch, elbow to the inside of the knees, palms together. Press those palms down to open up those hips. And breathe into the belly. It's good just to do one full floor squat every day. Maintain that mobility and that strength to get down and up. Ready, go and release it down onto the mat, onto your hands, knees, and feet. We're gonna drop into that puppy pose. Hips staying above the knees, arms extending out in front, dropping that chest down to the floor. If you wanna increase that stretch a little bit, you can pull the hands back behind the head. Remembering to keep those breaths. Breathing while stretching tells your body that it's safe, that the muscles can relax. When you hold your breath, it tells your body it's not safe, and your muscles need to stay contracted. Slowly bring yourself up and forward. We're going to come down onto the mat, onto our bellies. Go ahead and we're going to stick the left arm out to the side. Right arm's going to be braced underneath the shoulder. We're going to lift our right leg up and over to the opposite side, opening up the torso, those hips, and breathe. Stretching the shoulder, that chest. If you ever find you're cramping, you might be holding too hard with the glute, with the leg. So let that foot touch the ground and hold your spot. When you're ready, slowly release back to center. We're gonna extend that opposite arm. Right arm's out, left hand under the shoulder. We're gonna lift that left leg up and over, roll open. Up, trying to get that foot down onto the ground. When you're ready, go and roll back to center. Both hands under both shoulders. Go and relax that lower body. You can wiggle your hips back and forth, kind of shut off that muscle. And as you're ready, you're gonna press up. Inhale and exhale, and come back down. Go ahead and follow your own breathing right here. Keep those glutes relaxed, that lower body relaxed, focusing that stretch through the abdomen. Next time you release down to the ground, go and tuck the toes, press up onto your knees, up into a plank. We're gonna bring that right knee up underneath into that pigeon stretch. Bringing that foot across to the opposite side. Try to keep those hips squared. Extend that back leg behind you. Push those hips into the floor. And breathe into that stretch. Try to be intentional not to roll down and open up that hip. Keep it down and squared. As those muscles relax, you can lower yourself, but don't round out that low back. Keep that low back pulled in, hips pressed into the floor. And breathe. If you find yourself holding tension, breathe into that tension. Exhale that tension out. Let it relax. As you're ready, you can slowly bring yourself up out of that stretch. Tuck the back toe. We're going to step back into plank. Bring that opposite knee up and under with that foot across. Again, keeping those hips squared. Face forward as much as possible. Nice job. If it helps, you can try to bring the foot up a little bit further. Nice job. And as you can, relax. Breathe down into that stretch. Again, try not to round the back here. Keep that low back pulled in, hips pushed into the floor. Breathe in through the nose, down into the belly, into wherever that tension is. Exhale it out the mouth. Find where that tight spot is and relax it. As you're ready, slowly bring yourself up out of that stretch. From that knee bent position, you can just come down into a seated. Roll over. Feet are going to come out in front. Go and bring that right ankle back for that quad stretch. If your right ankle is back, you're going to come back onto the left elbow, opposite side. Keep those hips up and forward. Remember to breathe into that tension. As that muscle relaxes, you can take yourself deeper. You can move that arm further out and away, increasing that stretch. As you're ready, bring yourself up. Kick that leg forward, bring that opposite ankle back. Keeping that knee down in front, going onto the opposite elbow. As you're ready, you can bring yourself up, roll those feet in. We're going to come to standing. If you want to stay and continue to stretch, feel free. We're running out of class time, so we're going to finish with our last 3 breaths. Inhaling through the nose on the way up. Exhaling through the mouth on the way down. Inhale up. Nice job today, everybody. Great work. Thank you for being here. Don't forget your homework. Good solid dinner. Drink lots of water tonight. At least 6 hours of sleep. And if you're really sore come Thursday, make sure you're here. We're going to deal with that soreness. We're going to warm it up, work it out. Thank you for being here. Everybody online, thank you so much for being here tonight. Have a nice night.